Ladies and gentlemen, next we have a Clash of Warriors professional middleweight mixed martial arts bout, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds of action. This bout is sponsored by FBT Pro MMA. First to enter the Clash of Warriors octagon, weighing in at 83.9 kgs, with a background in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and a record of 0-1-0. Representing Johnny Gillan Martial Arts, from Corn, England, Dan Warrior Watkins!
You should know what you're doing. I'm on top of the world with a smile on my face. When you think I couldn't make you true and quick. Cause when I make it, I'm thinking I thought I had friends. Maybe to the end, but they got me when they were up at the ends. If you think I faded my friends, you're gonna die, got me never ends. Here's a number for you. There's some mountains like home, you have a good time. You're gonna see the things I'm gonna do. You ain't been through shit that I've been through. All you have is a picture for the crowd when you see me ready to do it. You wanna see the things I'm gonna do. You ain't been through shit that I've been through. All you have is a picture for the crowd when you see me ready to do it. You try to make me sound contract. What did you do? What did you want? Because now you're gonna see. Cause you know the world will see. You know when you was tired in his feet. That's right. You wanna know what we're
And his opponent, weighing in at 83.9 kgs, with a background in mixed martial arts and a record of 1-1-0. Representing the Devil's Pit Full Contact and MMA Gym, from Ashby, England, Johnny Gillan! Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Clash of Warriors professional middleweight bout between, on my left, Johnny Gillan, and on my right, Dan Warrior Watkins. Over to your referee, Jimmy Wallhead.
Right, it's rematch time. Those who are Clash of Warriors fans will remember we had this match about 3 shows ago. Dan Warrior Watkins, he's fighting out of Johnny Gillan Martial Arts and Fitness. He's in the red corner. He's got the black and silver shorts. His opponent, Johnny Gillan. Gillan's got the black and camo shorts. Gillan fighting out of the Devil's Pit in Ashby de la Zouche. Now, the last time these guys hit the mat, Gillan pulled a win in the second round. Watkins felt hard done by because he picked up an injury. I think he had a broken rib and a torn muscle.
And Watkins managed to take his back.
Right, so Watkins going low, looking for a single. Nice sprawl from Gillan. Just not having any of that takedown malarkey today, thank you very much. He's secured Watkins' right shoulder and his head.
He's working an anaconda, I think.
It does look to me like that. Are we waiting for a spin? No, he's going to go. He's going to take it into a, what is that, half-guard guillotine? Yes, it is. Watkins does everything right. He's got his bottom up in the air for want of censoring, which is the best way to release pressure. But that's still not a comfy position to be in, is it, Dean?
No, it's not. But something about the angle there is telling me that it's not quite on. Gillan needs to get his chin over his back and create that angle rather than leaning into it and putting his hips into it. He needs to come over his, the angle's not right. I don't think he's gonna get that. And now that shoulder pressure from Watkins is counteracting anything that Gillan is trying to do with his hips.
Of course, yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, the key there is to getting your hips up in the air. But if you're being the one that's being guillotined, your hips are up, you release the pressure on the windpipe, and you're putting pressure on your opponent's throat.
Nice roll.
That was impressive roll, yep. So, Gillan copping a sneaky feel at Dan's bottom there as he transitions.
Watkins now can come out of two, so Gillan's ended up on the bottom after going for a submission attempt, but it looks close. Now, what you've got to wonder after something like that is how much has Gillan blown his arms out from that? How was he holding on the whole time? Was he being composed? I don't know. You can really, if you try to go in for a guillotine, sometimes you can completely blow your arms out.
Takes a lot of energy as Watkins postures up some ground and pound, but a sneaky little snatch there from Gillan on Watkins' left ankle puts him back on the floor. Thought we were about to see some impressive ground and pound there. If you remember the last, I think you were commentating on the last one, weren't you, Dean?
I think so.
There was a lot of striking. There was a lot of striking because Dan tore a muscle, tore an intercostal muscle and broke a rib, as I seem to remember. So Gillan securing a single leg. He's securing a single leg, pushing into the cage wall. He's got his head in between Watkins' legs, which is not the best place to have it, to be fair. Dan Watkins still throwing some shots down there. I think he's trying to break one of Gillan's ribs.
Nice single. Oh, and he's reversed him.
He has, well done.
Great
Excellent
single by Gillan, and then a great, perfect reverse using momentum. I think he had a butterfly in and got the reverse and now landed him down. It's a difficult position for Gillan to work from.
It is, yeah, especially being pushed up against the cage wall. It's possibly one of the worst positions to be in.
Yeah, it's difficult to bridge because as you bridge, they can just lean into the. Oh, nice ground and pound.
That's it. Watkins postures up.
Watkins using the cage a little bit there, cheeky.
Judo Jimmy Wallhead with his patented judo chop. That'll soon put pay to any cage grabbing going on here.
He was on top of it. Jimmy was on top of it.
Nothing escapes Jimmy's eager eye. Right, so what's Watkins doing? Is he going for a side shot? I can't quite see. They're very inconsiderately facing away from us here in the commentary booth. Make a note of that, guys. So next time, nice turn from Gillan. Great stuff.
A back and forth fight.
It's interesting, Dean, to see this is the complete opposite of the last time we saw both these guys. Look at that. So,
trying to get the hooks in. He's got one hook in.
Yeah, Gillan's going for the right hook. If he can get that right ankle hook in.
Cage!
A little bit of cage grabbing there. Nice to know you're on the ball, Dean.
Yeah.
Oh, big shots. Big shots there from behind.
Gillan was working some nice ground and pound there. You could hear it from here.
You could feel it from here, Dean. The floor was shaking. Right, there we go. So Gillan's now got both hooks in. He's going to be looking to turn or flatten out Watkins. Dan's. He trains BJJ with Nathan Beebe. They do a lot of rear naked choke. Now look at that schoolboy error from Gillan, crossing his ankles. See him cross. Well, just let them go now. You can't hear me. Surely I'm not that loud, but he did cross his ankles for a split second there.
Gillan was complaining about holding the glove there.
Yeah. He's got one ankle hook in. He's got to get those ankle hooks in before he starts striking. He's got to control his position. Oh, big nice hammer fist.
He's got to get out of that position. Jimmy's going to be looking at this and thinking.
Dan needs to break this position.
He's got to either stand up, try and pull guard.
Dan's been sat in this position too long. He needs to change the tide. He had a really strong first half of this round. As we enter the last few seconds of this round, he's become a bit more defensive. So we're going to round two.